Welcome to the Science Whisperer channel, where we share micro-learning videos in medical concepts. Respiratory infections are common conditions that affect the nose, throat, and lungs. Symptoms of respiratory infections include coughing, sneezing, runny nose, sore throat, and difficulty breathing. These infections can be caused by viruses, bacteria, or fungi. The most common viral respiratory infection is the common cold. Influenza, or the flu, is a viral respiratory infection that can be more severe and lead to complications. Bacterial respiratory infections can be caused by Streptococcus, Pneumococcus, or Mycoplasma bacteria. Pneumonia is a serious bacterial respiratory infection that causes inflammation in the lungs. Respiratory infections can spread through respiratory droplets when an infected person coughs or sneezes. Good hygiene practices like frequent handwashing can help prevent respiratory infections. Avoiding close contact with sick individuals can also reduce the risk of infection. It's important to cover your mouth and nose when you cough or sneeze to prevent the spread of respiratory infections. Medical professionals might prescribe antiviral medication or antibiotics to treat respiratory infections depending on their cause. Over-the-counter remedies can help manage symptoms like congestion and coughing. Resting, drinking plenty of fluids, and getting enough sleep can aid in recovery from respiratory infections. If symptoms worsen or persist, it's important to seek medical attention, as it could indicate a more serious condition. Certain populations, such as the elderly and those with weakened immune systems, are more susceptible to respiratory infections. Preventive measures like vaccination can help protect against certain respiratory infections like influenza. Smoking and exposure to secondhand smoke can increase the risk of respiratory infections. People with respiratory infections should avoid close contact with others to prevent spreading the infection. In severe cases, hospitalization may be required for treatment and monitoring. Respiratory infections can lead to complications like pneumonia or bronchitis. Good respiratory hygiene, such as covering your mouth when coughing, can help prevent the spread of respiratory infections. Proper ventilation in indoor spaces can help reduce the risk of respiratory infections. Parents should teach their children proper hygiene practices to prevent respiratory infections. Wearing a mask in crowded places or when dealing with sick individuals can help prevent respiratory infections. Regular exercise and maintaining a healthy lifestyle can boost the immune system, reducing the risk of respiratory infections. Respiratory infections can be more severe and dangerous for individuals with underlying health conditions. Proper use and disposal of tissues, avoiding touching your face, and regular cleaning of frequently touched surfaces can help prevent respiratory infections. Travelers should take precautions like washing hands frequently and avoiding close contact with sick individuals to prevent respiratory infections. In some cases, respiratory infections can progress to acute respiratory distress syndrome, ARDS, a severe condition requiring intensive care. Respiratory infections can be especially dangerous for infants, young children, and the elderly. Good nutrition, including a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, can help strengthen the immune system to fight off respiratory infections. Respiratory infections can cause absenteeism from work or school, impacting productivity and education. Individuals with respiratory infections should stay home, rest, and avoid contact with others to prevent spreading the infection. Proper cleaning and disinfection of frequently touched objects and surfaces can help prevent the spread of respiratory infections. It's important to stay informed and follow the guidelines provided by public health authorities during outbreaks of respiratory infections. Seeking medical advice and getting vaccinated against respiratory infections can be a proactive step in protecting yourself and others. Thanks for viewing this micro-learning video, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.